Whether you're watching, listening or reading this, welcome back to the Runpreneur vlog. And today we're going to talk about goals being the destinations and systems and processes being the vehicle. So Runpreneur vlog is part of the Runpreneur challenge, which is our mission to raise £1 million for children's charities by run vlogging on consecutive days the distance of one lap around the world. It's a staggering 40,075 kilometres, or just shy of 30,000 miles in total. It's an 11-year challenge of running every single day whilst vlogging a minimum of 5 kilometres. And to make matters worse, I'll even do it barefoot style. So if you want to find out how to support the challenge and support a cause that will genuinely save the lives of children, please check out the links in my bios or the website challenge.runpreneur.co. And let's get started. So, goals being the destination and systems and processes being the vehicle. So what do we mean? Well, it's really, really important. It's a really simple concept, this is, but so many people miss it. Okay, they miss one or the other, and they should be like yin and yang. They come together. They work together to help you achieve your ambitions. And you often find people that will either have really good kind of processes and systems for doing things, but have no idea why they're doing it, or you'll get people who've got amazing goals and ambitions, but no process or way of achieving those systems and goals. So it's kind of, you have to have them both to be successful in business and in life. That's my opinion. And the reason for that is that the goal needs to be strong enough. It needs to be a really powerful vision of what you want to achieve, to keep you motivated to continue working on that journey. And that journey that you're going to embark upon to achieve that goal is going to be a long one. Most of the time it's a long one, and there's going to be lots of challenges to overcome, and the systems and processes that get you there won't be the same on day one as they are on day 365, day 2-3 years down the line. So they're going to change and evolve. But if you don't have a strong enough goal, you won't have enough motivation or be held accountable enough to try and achieve it. And if you don't have the systems and processes in place, or you don't evolve those systems and processes, you'll never achieve that goal. So they come in partnership. So that's hopefully explaining how this works. And you can do it in multiple ways. I mean, goal setting is a topic in itself. But generally speaking, the way I operate is, I don't usually have goals, I have milestones. Differences between the two, in my interpretation, are that goals can be quite final. Milestones are stepping stones to the next milestone, and so forth. So I don't see this journey that I'm on ever having an end destination, but I see it having waypoints. So points in which in time where that's where I need to hit, then that's where I need to hit, then that's where I need to hit. And I constantly adjust that plan as we go. So I do have very much a clear vision of how I want my life to be. Okay, so that's the vision. And then I know from a milestone perspective how long it's going to be until I get that. I'm nearly there. Okay, so my milestone is at the end of this year. Okay, well, my bigger milestone, if you like. And then I've broken it down into waypoints each quarter. So I always work in quarterly chunks, and it's really important you focus on a period of time which is not too vast to be overwhelming, but not too short to not be able to make a difference. That's why the 90 days is seen as the sweet spot. So quarterly targets, we call them. So I always have those set, and then the first thing I do is look at, that's where we want to go. What do we need to do to get there? And I've got 2 integrators within my business, people that work very close with me in trying to deliver on the goals that I create or set, or milestones that I set. Now we work together, I don't set them on my own. We have the team complete involvement in setting these targets, and then we all work together, but the integrators are the ones that need to make sure the building blocks are put in place to achieve those targets. So this is how I do it, and basically what happens, the way I look at systems and processes, I think 3 things come into play with systems and processes, and that's one, the actual system and process. So what does that look like? How does it actually work? And two, does it need resourcing with people, or is it an automated system or process? Okay, so we have to ask ourselves that question. And three, can we produce a report to show us how that's progressing? Okay, so they're the three things that I request the integrators to set up. Build the system and processes, resource it appropriately. It's not going to be them who does it. They may do it to begin with whilst they're testing it, but then they pass it on or delegate it on to somebody else, and then they provide a report or data that allows us to see how we're progressing against those targets. Okay, so that's what I mean by systems and processes in this, building the mechanism or the journey, the vehicle that's going to take us on this journey to achieving that milestone or goal. So I hope that's helpful, and it gives you a kind of an insight to some of the key differences between people who are successful and who aren't. You know, the successful people are very, very clear on where they're going and why they're going there. And then they're very, very clear on the vehicle that's going to get them there. Okay, if you want to go to, I don't know, Hawaii, but you don't have a boat or a plane, you know, it's quite a challenge. You know, it's in the middle of the Pacific. So, you know, you've got to kind of have a system or process to get you there. It might be hovercraft or jet ski or whatever, but you know, the point of the matter is, if you don't have that vehicle, you're not going to get there. At the same time, if you have the vehicle, so you have the hovercraft or the jet ski in the Pacific Ocean, if you have no destination, you're going to get lost. Eventually you'll run out of fuel and probably drown and fail. So a bit morbid, but hopefully the analogy makes sense. So why should you listen to this advice? Well, if you want to be successful, success leaves clues, and there's a lot of people far more successful than me that follow these same principles. I put my own interpretation on them and try and explain them in a simplistic way, but it doesn't change that all the most successful people in the world are doing exactly this. So I hope that's useful. Stay positive, stay happy, but in the meantime, if you want to find out how you can support the Runpreneur Challenge, so this Runpreneur vlog is part of the Runpreneur Challenge, which is our mission to save the lives of children by raising £1 million by run vlogging on consecutive days the distance of one lap around the world. Huge, 40,075 kilometres, just shy of 30,000 miles, 11-year challenge. Have to run every single day whilst vlogging, barefoot style, 5 kilometres. So if you want to find out how to support it, go to the links in my bios, or go to the website challenge.runpreneur.co. Runpreneur is spelled RUNPRENEUR. So that's challenge.runpreneur.co. There's no .co.uk or .com, it's just .co. So check out the website, find out more, and thank you for your support. Bye.